Okay, today I want to talk about some things that's kind of bothering me, and it's about I heard some videos where they talk about leprosy is in the United States of America, and that when I heard that, I mean that thing kind of shook me. Leprosy? How and who in the world was able to catch leprosy? I've never known leprosy to be in the United States of America. The only places I know leprosy to be is like in the third world countries, and it's been long, long, long time ago. Back when I was young, I saw. I don't know if it. I don't even know if it was during that time that they had it. It was just a program that I saw, but people had leprosy and how the leprosy would eat off the tip of the nose and the fingers and the feet and stuff like that. But they talking like these people in Florida and Georgia and some other places, but I can't remember the other places. I do know Florida and Georgia. But our government, for these things to be going on now, today, it's not something somebody caught. It was done. This is something that's being done to people, and they don't care. They don't care how many people they kill. They don't. I mean, it's just we in some rough times now, and it's not going to get better. It's not going to get better. And they putting all this stuff in our food. I keep hearing different videos where they putting stuff in our food, stuff that we've been eating a long. We've been eating for years, and this stuff that can cause us all type of sicknesses. And it just saying. And the reason why how I started, I said I was gonna make this video, cause I was thinking about soaps. I was washing my face, tell you the truth. I was washing my face, and I was thinking, and it just I don't know what made me think about store bought soap, and I actually yeah, it came in my mind. I was actually talking to somebody, and I was explaining to people the difference in homemade soaps and store bought soap. And home store bought soap is really a detergent because of the stuff that they put in the soaps to make it shelf safe, make it last long on the shelf. When you have homemade soap, when it's uh, all depends on how you make it. It's all natural, no chemicals in it unless it's the scent. Now you can use a fragrance oil, then that's like a something that man made. You can make a essential oil. Essential oil comes from plants and flowers woods and stuff like this, the oils out of the plant. And so a lot of people prefer fragrance, and then you got some that prefer essential oils. Uh, Essential oils are more healthier for you, but then you can have fragrance oils also. It's like a synthetic scent uh, that lasts longer. But not all essential oils last short. Like citrus, they don't last a real long time. Now something like woods they last a long time. And um, uh, you have some like flowers, fruits, that fly. So you have different types. All depends on the the plant that you created the essential oil out of how long it lasts. So I use both of them. I use some people say that the fragrance irritates them, but I could use fragrance or essential oils. But with essential oil, you have to be careful because, especially if you have high blood pressure and if you're pregnant, they say to be careful with essential oils. but the soaps that we use on our skin that come from the stores, they have synthetic, different types of stuff in it that makes it shelf safe. But is it human safe? That's what you have to think about. All the soaps that we use, the stuff that they put in it to make it shelf safe. Is it safe for us? Cause see, they don't care now. You got people like Johnson and Johnson baby powders. We put that on our children. I've used it, like put it between my legs, keep me from sweating. Now they're saying women have caught cancer from it. There's other products that they're trying to say, like relaxers that black women put on their hair. They saying they could cause brain cancer and stuff like that. So, you just got so much stuff out here to destroy us, but they know that all the time. Before they even put it out on the market, they already know that it could cause damage. And so, it's just stuff on my mind today. And I read a scripture, because this is the second time I made this video. I read the scripture, but my eyes are getting so bad I can't hardly see, even out of my glasses. But I'm going to try to read it again because it's important. I'm telling you, trying to see close up, it's just getting really bad. But I can hardly see even close up. I mean, I always had problems with reading stuff close up. Okay, this is it here. Hopefully I can see it better. Okay, this is Romans chapter 13, verses 1 through, I read 1 through 4, but it's supposed to be from 1 to 3. Okay, and the reason I'm reading it because I saw someone discussing this today. I looked at someone that I had never seen before, and it was good. It was really thing that I've been saying about what I noticed myself. And these people, they heavy in the church, like pastors and stuff like that. They even talking about the same thing that I'm talking about, and how a lot of these pastors has sold the church out to the devil. Because when they sell it out to the government, they sell it out to the devil. And there's just a lot of wrong. So I don't really call that the church. I call it just a place where people go and they're not really worshiping God. They're just acting, whatever. Uh, I call you a Christian when you following Jesus Christ. When you're actually following him, not saying you're gonna get everything perfect, but the Bible say, "Be ye perfect, for I am perfect. Be ye holy, for I am holy." But he tell us we are to strive at being perfect, even though Jesus, the only perfect man that has ever walked this earth, but we supposed to strive at being perfect. Don't make no excuses that we not perfect. At least we supposed to strive to be perfect, you know. And God don't just give up on us, because I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing now if God had gave up on me. You know, um, I one time I didn't want no parts of Christianity, no parts of the church. But God let me know that I was just leaving the church. I left Him because I went back into the sin. And so that's why I know if you living in sin and you're not being chastised by God, that's because you don't belong to Him. A lot of people say they Christians, but when they stand before God gonna say He never knew you. Get thee before me, you worker of iniquity. So you can fool yourself, but you can't fool God. You know. So we have to strive at being perfect. As perfect as we can be, we got to try to be there. Me myself, still got more work to do, because I don't fast like I used to, and I try to, but I know that these people is doing stuff to me because this technology is in my body, but I can't use that as an excuse. I'm gonna have to try to beat this uh technology. I'm gonna have to do everything I can to get to a place where these people can't make me hungry. Get to a place where they can't just put me to sleep. I got to get up and do, when I feel them attacking me in my head, don't just sit there and still try to read the Bible. I got to get up, walk around, and come back. I have to do something because they getting where they was doing it more and more and more, and they just having a big ball doing the stuff that they doing because it's how evil they are. That's just how evil they are. And these are people because they're getting paid to do it. And see, that when they first started, they do it because they feel that they need the money. But you don't need the money that you selling your soul to the devil to. And then they do it so much until they just open themselves up to demons. They become demonized. Okay, Romans chapter 13, verses 1 to 3, or maybe 1 through 4. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power resisteth the audience of God, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the powers? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For be is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So when our government is doing evil things, we're not supposed to follow that. We're not supposed to follow evil laws and evil anything that the government do that is against God. And see, you got now the government want to lock up people because they the one that, the laws, they want to lock up pastors and preachers that's preaching against homosexuality and transgender. But we know that homosexuality and transgender is against God. God says it's an abomination. And so when you are preaching, you have to preach the truth. We can't just let somebody that don't want the truth to be told or to be lived. We have to live, we have to teach what God will help us to teach. We have to teach the truth and live the truth. We have to live the truth. And so as long as we live in according to the word of God, we're not in trouble with God. But when we start living opposite of what God's word say, then we find ourselves in trouble. And I prefer to be in trouble with man than to be in trouble with God any day of the week. So I also looked at a video last night where this guy was saying that they put something in our bodies called graphene. It's GRAPHENE oxide. It's OXIDE. And so he was saying that it's like a little machineries or robots or something that's real tiny, but they changes things within our body, within our I don't want to say the wrong thing because it was kind of late when I looked at it. Um, I am gonna look at it again, but he was showing uh but they putting this stuff in our bodies. And just like forever chemical, they're putting in our water, but they're not just putting it in our water. Forever chemical is also in our food because they're using the water, forever chemical water, in the food. So we have to really be so careful and just do everything we can to stay healed, take vitamins and take things that, because he was saying it's like a worm. So we need to like take things that kill worms in your body. Something that you know, we don't want worms and we don't want technology either. But this technology, I guess it resembles worms by the action. And so there's just so much stuff that they put in our food. I saw a video where they was talking about the different things that they put in our food. And you know, we have to be so careful, so careful now because we've been eating stuff that's not healthy for us. We've been eating and eating and eating. And as you get older, this stuff start paying off in your body. You know, they just start paying off in your body, and you go into the doctor, but you don't never get well because they're not there to make you well. They're there to make money off of you, off your sickness. The pharmaceutical. They're not there to make medicine to heal you. They there to make medicine just so that they can make money. They don't want you well. They hoping you die, you know. Because right now that's what they're trying to do. Create things to kill us. So we ourselves got to want to live. We got to want to live, but we got to, you know, be more careful of what we put in our bodies and what we learn and, you know, just our atmosphere to try to keep our atmosphere as safe as possible. Because ooh, they don't care about us. They don't care if we die from cancer. They don't care if we die from this or die from that. They just don't care. And so uh, I took some notes. He was talking about doing deep breathing, and I thought about doing some deep breathing here, but you know, this house is so full of energy. I said, you know, I don't want to do deep breathing in this house because I could soak up some energy that's in our atmosphere in this house. You know, the walls are full of energy, the ceiling full of energy, the floors are full of energy, and just the air is full of energy. But he was saying, like rock salt, that a pink salt, uh, the pink, I have a problem saying that word. That pink salt, you to detox your lungs, to detox yourself, and put that rock salt in the lukewarm water. But I also saw something about taking ice. I don't know if that'll have the same effect, but it do help you lose weight. And I'm gonna try it. And I did buy me some ice trays because we didn't have any. So I brought me some ice trays so I can try. I haven't started yet, but I'm going to try it with the ice and the pink salt, and let the salt melt the ice, and I guess you drink it, and that's how they lose weight. There's a lot of people lose weight that way. So I want to get this weight off of me and get my stomach back the way it's supposed to be, because these people, they just are constantly attacking me. Even they got where they do it in the daytime. They just don't do it well. It's just rushing up in my body, but I can feel it because they have heat to it, and my butt just get hot. And so I know that I'm gonna attack when I feel that heat like that. And so um, the uh, the pink salt with the lukewarm water It's supposed to be like a detox. So I guess it'll make you go to the bathroom. And chlorina and um, I can't how to say that. Spirulina. Those are things. Somebody must be out there cutting grass. Things that help to take. And I used to take this stuff. I used to take it. I I was taking a lot of vitamins and medicine and things to clean your cells. I was taking a lot of stuff, and I stopped taking it. Which house we was in when I was taking all that? I think we was in the first house because I didn't know what was going on with me. I could, things was going on with my body, and I didn't know I was under attack. And so, I always knew about people have worms and stuff like that. So I looked up how to get rid of worms and naturally, and telling you about the black what is that black walnut shells, but they peels, spirina, how we say that, and the see this stuff here I've taken before, but I had a whole lot of stuff I was taking. I was trying to get well. I took a whole I don't know if I got rid of them. 'Cause I probably took most of it. They probably didn't have much left, but I'm gonna have to load up on stuff again. They were saying something about uh, clay. They just a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get back into trying to make sure that I'm healthy because these people they just put me to sleep, and when I wake up I just look my skin is just dry and my neck just hanging down, and it just well I'm dehydrated. It just dehydrates me like crazy, and I wake up feeling just as weak as I can be. And so I'm just hoping that we can do better and not depend on people, governments, and uh, uh, um, senators and people. They have these high jobs and stuff. I just want to be able to get healed and get well and get this weight off of me, and especially in my stomach, because I don't know what this is in my stomach, but get this radiation and be able to feel, normal. See, I'm gonna have to get on walk because somebody's attack. I can feel the attack coming. So, they want to say that we paranoid schizophrenia, even though we not paranoid schizophrenia, but we might need to be a little paranoid. We may need to become a little paranoid when it comes to our health because we don't know what these people is putting out here in the world. You don't take but maybe one person to go around a group of people and then it affect everybody. So we don't know what they trying to do. They might try to put that Ebola, how you say Ebola, that swine flu. That you don't know what these people is capable of doing. So we may need to become a little paranoid so that we can live and not die. Because whoever thought of leprosy would be in the United States of America? This time in 2023, but it's here. There ain't no telling what else they plan to put out here. Cause Biden showed this say that we're gonna get another pandemic. So if he said it, like he's a prophet or somebody that psychic. So if he said this because they planning to do it, that's the plan. Just like they said it years before the other sea thing. Because they had already planned to put this stuff ain't just something that's just happening. This is a planned, logical, evil, wicked thing that's being done to depopulate the earth. I even heard Harrison say something about depopulation. Then they try to say that she meant to say something that no, she did. She said just what she meant. The Lord made her say it so that we'll know what they planning. Well, we already know what they planning, but all them deaths is about depopulation. Cause this is what they plan, being planned to depopulate the earth. Cause they feel that they God, cause they got billions and telling how much money they really got, but they own pretty much some of everything. So they feel that they got the right to make a choice of how many people to be on this earth. And see what's gonna happen. It's gonna be them that's off there. They keep right on. It's gonna be them. So I just wanted to, um, cause it was on my mind. Like I said, I don't know if I said on this video or the other. How I decided to say this, to do this video, cause I was washing my face, and my mind just went on me talking to someone about the difference in store-bought soaps and homemade soaps. Now we people that make homemade soap, we don't all do it the same way, you know. But the soaps in the stores, pretty much you wash them with a detergent, cause they put stuff in the soap to make the shelf life longer. And see, we just make the soap not for to be on the shelf longer, but just natural things will hold up. Which they stuff is natural too until they start putting all that stuff in it. But I have soap that I've had for like 3 years, and the only thing that I did cut it down, and cut it down, and I melted it down, and I molded it and put some more fragrance oil in it. Cause see, the fragrance oil will leave um, after so many if you had it for a really long time. And see that's what I was doing as I made soap. The end pieces and the pieces that I don't like the way it's cut, I will put that away, and because I know we got to always take a bath. But see, after it get like 3 years old, it didn't that it stuck, but it didn't have that strong or didn't have a good scent to it. It didn't smell bad, but it didn't have, like it's freshly molded. And so that was on my mind. And I'm thinking, then I started thinking about new soaps that I want to make, and the way I can make it. And so at least our skin can be healthy, because these people are trying to dehydrate us like some kind of bed. This morning I woke up. I did a video this morning. I sure looked a whole lot older this morning than I do right now. I looked so old, boy. This neck would just droop down and my face just dropped. And see, I make my own vitamin C serum, and then I get different types of oils and extracts, and I put it on my face to kind of help, uh, give me some moisture and stuff. But these people, they be really trying to. I feel like they're just trying to drain me dry, and in the morning time I just be so tired and weak. And see, just sitting in here, they'll start attacking me. Somebody will start attacking me, you know. trying to make me sleepy. I still feel that sleepiness on me. They really know this area, this spot right here, because this is where I sit at all the time. But they know this spot, and they'll just send those signals or whatever it is they're sending to make me sleepy. See, I was just going to sleep. I'm let that phone on.